the time has come for Jeremy Lin again, because I think I actually did a triple P on him a couple months back when he didn't make the team or an NBA team. Well, now we're back on here to talk about him yet again because, Jeremy Lin, made some comments back in March talking about someone had made some anti-Asian discriminatory comments his way, calling him little woo-woo or whatever the case may be. Well, let's fast forward to today where it has been revealed that Jeremy Lin has in fact contracted the same thing that he claims people called him, and that is the woo-woo. It says ex-NBA player Jeremy Lin tests positive for COVID-19. Jeremy Lin tested positive for COVID-19 and is receiving treatment in Shanghai, the former NBA guard and first Asian American to win an NBA title said in a social media post Saturday. Lin announced in June he was rejoining the Chinese Basketball Association Beijing Ducks after a failed NBA comeback. He tested positive for the virus on his third day in quarantine after flying to Shanghai from San Francisco, the 32-year-old posted on Chinese social network Weibo. "I was shocked and a little bewildered," he wrote in his initial reaction to the diagnosis. Lin, who said he had been vaccinated in the US and tested negative for the virus multiple times before traveling to China, was unsure when he had contracted COVID-19. The athlete said he was receiving treatment in Shanghai and was showing light symptoms. Lin began his NBA career with the Warriors in 2010, going on to play for the New York Knicks and several other U.S. teams. He has struggled with injury in recent seasons. China requires travelers from abroad to submit a multiple COVID-19 test, as well as weeks of strict isolation. Despite some of the world's strictest containment measures, the country is currently facing its largest outbreak in months, after infected airport workers sparked hundreds of cases. You want to know what's so interesting? This guy tested negative for the virus while he was here, but then he gets to Shanghai, and then that's when he contracts the virus. And then he says that while he was here trying to play on a team in the NBA, that people called and referred to him as Lil Woovit, or whatever he said they called them. It was something stupid, and we was like, well, if someone called you that, who was it? But he wasn't trying to budge and tell anybody who it was, and it led us to believe that I bet you he's talking about a black player, and how ironic all the players that he was playing there with, as far as we know, got picked up and he didn't. See, he probably ruined his chances when he did that. And they said, no, we're not going to accept it. Now, granted, the best thing about this whole thing is that this happened before the anti-Asian American hate crime bill got put on the books. If he had just waited a little bit longer, he probably would have been able to say, oh, I'm being discriminated against because I'm Asian American. They probably would have found a way to be on the team, but then that probably wouldn't have worked either, because they would have felt like he was trying to strong arm his way into the NBA, or back into the NBA. At this point, Jeremy Lin might as well just hang it up, or like he's about to do now. Probably he's going to go play overseas in international ball and just have at it, doing that. But I just thought, that was very interesting that he called COVID-19 after, as far as we know, making up a blatant lie that someone called him some kind of a derogatory name, and he never told us who it was, and because he didn't want to get the person in trouble. And we were sitting here like, then why even say it? What was the point? Oh, that's probably because it didn't happen. And I would feel a little bit sympathy for Jeremy Lin had he not done that. He showed his true colors and his whole ass when he decided to do what he did. So I feel absolutely nothing for Jeremy Lin. And someone out there is wishing him a speedy recovery.